and welcome to the final Home Team Friday preview show of the season. I'm Randall Parmley, and one more time this year, Michael is here.
Yes, and we have one more chance to talk football, and today we'll look at every Tri-State team that's still alive.
Yeah, we still have a handful that are playing for championships this weekend. Friday, Saturday games, regional championship games in Indiana, district championship games in Kentucky. So let's go ahead and get right to it, and we'll get the show started with that Indiana regional round. And we'll start in Class 4A, where Memorial is at home, and they get a regional championship game after they advanced with a dominating 38-14 win against Central last week in the sectional championship round. It's Memorial's fourth straight sectional championship, but their first in Class 4A, so now they get a very good Mooresville team with a trip to semi-state on the line. Mooresville is 10-2, so this should be a dandy Friday night out at Enloe.
In Class 3A, Heritage Hills will be on the road. The Patriots travel to Lawrenceburg in one 3A regional game, and that one will be on Saturday. Heritage Hills won the sectional championship by beating Southbridge 27-7. It's the Patriots' first trip to regionals since 2014. Todd Wilkerson's team is now a perfect 12-0, and Lawrenceburg is 11-1. That should be another great matchup.
Once we get this deep into the season, they're all tough games and outstanding matchups. All right, staying in Class 3A, Vincennes Lincoln is still alive, and the Alices get a home game. They will host Danville Friday night. And talk about getting hot down the stretch. Lincoln has won 7 in a row. They struggled early in the season, but they're clicking now, and that includes a 34-21 sectional championship win over Princeton. Their first sectional title, get this, since 2006. This is a winnable game for the Alices. Danville is only 7-5. They've got some tough losses. They played a lot of good teams, but like I said, this is a really winnable game for Vincennes Lincoln.
In 2A, Mater Dei will be on the road. The Wildcats will play a Saturday game at Tryon Central. Mike Gable's team is playing some of its best football of the season right now. The Wildcats rolled through the 2A sectional, and they have now won 6 in a row. Tryon Central is 9-3. Watch out for their Wildcats, and especially John McGrew. They could be a handful.
All right, let's head to Kentucky now, where it's the district championship round. In Class 6A, Henderson County will be on the road at McCracken County. Now, this is a rematch from a game played just 3 weeks ago. Henderson County won that one 33-28 on a late touchdown. Both of these teams have identical 8-3 records.
A lot of rematch games in Class 5A. Owensboro stays at home. The Red Devils host Graves County, and this is also a rematch contest. Owensboro won at Graves County 27-8 back on October 18th, and that's one of the few close games Owensboro has had this year. Owensboro has won 9 in a row. They are 10-1. Graves County is 7-4, and that offense from Owensboro has been just red hot.
The red hot Red Devils. All right, in Class 4A, Madisonville North Hopkins travels to Hopkinsville for a Saturday afternoon game. And like Michael said, we got a lot of rematches, and this is one of them. The Maroons beat Hopkinsville 20-18 back on October the 11th. And Jay Burgett's team is 9-2. Meanwhile, Hopkinsville is 8-3.
As you can see, there is a trend. All of these Kentucky games are rematch games. In Class 3A, Union County has had its hands full. The Braves will head to Paducah Tillman, and it was all blue tornado last time around being Union County, 49-13. Union County has fought through a few injuries this year to make the district championship. They are 6-5.
Yeah, they're on a nice little run right now, getting to that district championship game. All right, staying in now in 2A, Owensboro Catholic gets another home game. The Aces will host McLean County. A couple of local teams going at it right there. It was a lot of offense when these two teams played each other earlier this season, that game at McLean County. Catholic won that one 55-21. The Aces are 9-2. Meanwhile, McLean County has turned in a good season as well. They are 7-4. All right, so there it is. Every Tri-State team that's still alive and playing high school football in the playoffs this weekend. By the way, we will have highlights from all those games, including Saturday's games as well, on Home Team Friday night, 10:35, and then you'll have a handful of games also on Saturday. All right, moving on now. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, Veach's Nuggets of the Week. We're going to check in and get another playoff edition from Mr. Joe Cool himself.
Oh, yeah, guys, it's a great time to be a sports fan in Evansville. The Aces got their biggest win this week, knocking off top-ranked Kentucky, and it's regionals in high school football, and it's the second week of playoffs in Kentucky. Who continues their quest for state title? Well, here are my nuggets of the week. I'm going to start in the Bluegrass State in 6A. A rematch between Henderson County at McCracken County. The Colonels knocked off the Mustangs at home earlier this year, 33-28. Big reason why? They had one of their biggest offensive performances of the season, racking up nearly 500 total yards. And the Colonels' defense stepped up in that game, holding McCracken to just 57 total rushing yards. Can the Colonels shut down this potent offense again? Easier said than done. The Mustangs, they are averaging more than 44 points a game. Now, let's talk regionals in the Hoosier State. One game to watch is this Saturday in Class 3A when Heritage Hills heads to Lawrenceburg. The undefeated Patriots are having a season to remember and hope to clinch their first regional title since 2014. Heritage Hills, they need another monster performance from its defense, which is holding teams to 6.67 points a game. That is second in the entire state. They face a Tiger squad, though, that's averaging more than 41 points a game, and Lawrenceburg does most of its damage on the ground, averaging more than 238 rushing yards per game. All right, now to the 4A regional matchup at Enlow Field tomorrow night when Memorial hosts Mooresville. The Tigers, well, they've been known for their defense all season long, but their opponent, they're no slouch on the defensive side either. Mooresville is only giving up 17.5 points a game. That's a big reason why they knocked off top-ranked East Central last week. Memorial, they are 25th in the state, allowing only just under 12 points a game. Now, if the Tigers, if they can pull it out tomorrow night, they will win their third straight regional. Last time the Tigers did something like that, 1991 to 1993. Hey, the Sandlot, it premiered in 1993. You're killing me, Smalls. You know what's not killing me? It's regional championships, baby. To all our teams playing this week, I give you a 10-piece. And I'm throwing in some extra honey mustard and barbecue sauce. Those are my nuggets for the week. Randall, Michael, back to you.
The honey and barbecue. We're going to miss that.
I'm going to miss that. Great job all season long on the Nuggets speech. Outstanding.
He outdoes himself every single week.
Since this is our last show of the season, we're not going to have staff picks this week since we won't be back next week to talk about how we did. But we're going to take a look at our final standings on the season. It was a tough race all year long. I went 4-0 last week, so I pulled into a tie with Michael at 22-12. He went 3-1. So that one difference was able to let me slide right back in there and tie Mike for first place as we end the season. Jessica went 4-0 last week, so she finished as 21-13. Veach, he was in position to win this thing outright, but he went 2-2 last week, so he finishes at 21-13. So again, we were pretty close, all four of us, on our picks for the week. All right, it's been a fun season.
Yes, it has.
We've had a lot of fun out here coming out every week and talking about the high school football season. Again, our last show of the year, so thanks everyone who took time to watch us on tristatehomepage.com. And best of luck to all of our teams who are still playing. We will have one more Home Team Friday show Friday night, and it will be in our 10 o'clock newscast. So it's an abbreviated show this week, but we've got all the highlights from every team playing Friday night. And like I said, Mike will have the highlights from the weekend games on Saturday. That's it.
That's it. Hey, thanks for watching.
And we will see you next season right here on tristatehomepage.com.
Eat your nuggets.